Okay, good morning, class.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Okay, I hope you are all safe and healthy. Today I will teach you, but I'm not alone. I accompanied by my friend, Mrs. Santi. She was born in 16 July 2000, and her achievements are honorable teacher in SMP Negeri 5 Singaraja and the most unforgettable teacher in SMP 8 Kaliuntu. Okay, before we start, does anyone tell me what I do before with Mrs. Santi identity?
No.
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 No, so that I do is make a simple briefly biography about Mr. Santi, and for Miss Santi, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm Mrs. Santi and I will accompany Mr. Ananta to assist him in teaching today's lesson. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, before we start our study, I've given you material, right?
Sorry?
Okay, before we start our study, I've given you the material, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
first, I want you to answer this question and I give you 30 seconds to read the text.
Okay.
Okay, this is the text and the question. Okay, time's up, class. Can anyone answer the question? Wait, can you answer the question?
Yes. Mister,
Yes.
I think it is a descriptive text and that's all.
Okay.
And the section is I think it is orientation.
Okay. The answer is descriptive text because the text tell us about the information of the author and her works. So Raninta is right. Okay, the topic for today is descriptive text and the difference with biographical text. You can see the simple definition and the generic structure in this slide. Okay, any question for the descriptive text, guys?
No.
Okay, we continue about the biographical text. So biographical text is a form of text that contains the story of a character in navigating his life. And in the next slide is the generic structure of biographical text. In biographical text, there are three parts. The first is orientation, the second event and problems, and the last is reorientation. You can read by yourself and at this slide, okay?
You can also take a note.
Yes, you can
Okay.
take a note if this part is so important. Okay. Any question, guys, for biographical text before we continue?
No.
Sir.
Okay. If no question, I'll give you the exercise before continuing the material. So this is the text and three questions. I will give you 1 minute to read and answer the question. Finish?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, sir.
Okay, time's up, guys. For Nita, can you answer the question number 1?
I think the text number 1 is what is it? Descriptive text, isn't
Pardon?
it? The text number 1 is descriptive because it is describes about the father.
Okay, how about question number 2?
It is about biography.
Okay, I think your answer is wrong because
Okay.
number 1 is the text
Biography.
1. The text 2 is the biographical text, and the text 1 is descriptive text. And for number 3, Nita.
I can answer it, sir.
Okay. Can anyone give me an answer?
It is very hard.
Okay. For number 3, you can see the difference between the text by the generic structure. For text number 1, it's the orientation of the descriptive text, and the text number 2 is a description for the father Alexander in biographical text. Okay, that's all of exercise. Any question, guys?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. For the next section, will be handled by Mrs. Santi.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ananta.
Okay.
So I will now, so before we continue to the explanation, I would like to play a game with you guys. Mr. Ananta, can you help preparing the game?
Okay.
Masih.
Okay, the game is the guessing song.
Okay. Maybe you can play the song first. Okay, so Mr. Ananta will play the song, and when you hear the song, you have to guess it as fast as you can, like the name of the singer and the title of the song. Okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Ananta.
Okay. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Like.
Okay, can anyone? Yes, that's Taylor Swift. Can anyone guess the title of the song?
Blank Space.
Yes, that's
Blank
right.
Space.
Anita, Dwi, and Nita, right? Okay. Okay, for anyone, for the other, please listen very carefully. Okay, continue for the next song.
Ocean Eyes, Billie Eilish.
Oh,
Yes.
Nita. I see that you're a fan of Billie Eilish. Okay.
Kinda.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ananta. So now we will continue to the explanation. You did really well. Do you familiar with the song?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a love song, right? Like, yeah, okay. So first is Taylor Swift Blank Space. You can see on the first part that you hear before, she said cherry lips, crystal skies, and then you can read the rest. And I would like for one of you to give your opinion. How can this text is considered as a descriptive text? Like show the part, why is it describing something? Would anyone volunteer?
Sir, Miss.
Okay, Raninta, please.
The part when it is cherry lips, and then it shows that I mean like the Taylor's boyfriend have like a plumpy lips, and it describe how the lips is formed, if it makes sense. And then this is stolen kisses, pretty lies. I think like it is how like how the singer figure the moment when she is with him.
Ah, okay, that's really nice. It is true. It is describing the man that she loves. Like, what do you feel or imagine when I say cherry lips? Can anyone say that? I would like for, I think Dewa. Dewa, can you give me your opinion?
Sorry,
Hello?
what is the questions?
What do you imagine when I say cherry lips?
I just imagine fruit, cherry,
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. What about the lips?
lips. Yeah, it's I imagine the lips of person.
Okay. Okay, so cherry lips means like a very red and glossy lips, so that Taylor wants to kiss that guy. So yeah, I think this is more relatable to the girls, I think. And for the second part, for the screaming, crying, perfect storm, what do you think it is describing to? Like, what is it describing as?
Me.
Okay, yeah, Rani.
I think it described the Taylor personality, which is she's kind of like evil. So she likes
Ooh.
crying, and then she's like can make a perfect storm or such like a disaster for their.
Okay.
And it also I mean like it also shows in Rose Garden filled by the thorns. It means like when the boyfriend see that the Taylor is very beautiful, she's actually like very scary and very dangerous.
Yes, that's very true. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide.
Yes.
Very, very good, Analinka. It seems that you're very familiar with the song. And now for the Billie Eilish, I will not explain it very far. We will just see like I've been watching your Ocean Eyes. So I would like for Dwi. Dwi, are you there?
Yes.
Can you explain what do you imagine when you hear the word Ocean Eyes?
I think it's about ocean, like literally ocean, but in a very cold weather, like freezing weather.
Ah,
I don't
okay.
know.
Okay, so yeah, ocean eyes like a bluish, greenish eyes. That's very deep when you see it. Okay, for the next part, Mr. Ananta, next slide. Okay, now for this is all the things that you need when you are writing descriptive text, which is related to your next assignment. So it has to be concrete, evocative, and plausible. Concrete means it has to be understandable, like cherry, like it exists, right? You can search in the Google and then you see cherry, oh, cherry is like this, and then you will relate it to the lips. And evocative. Evocative means it has to be able to evoke the reader. You can see it by when we hear like screaming, crying, perfect storm. Like Widya, what do you imagine when I say perfect storm?
Something like you perfect. It's perfect storm or something like
wow, something like that, right? Yeah, something like that. So it's evocative, like you are understanding the rage of the description. And then plausible. What does plausible mean? Plausible means it should be relatable to the audience. For example, I'm talking to you and you are a teenager. So of course you will know like popular songs like this, right? Rather than I give you like National Geographic text and then you will be like, what is this? Something like that. So if I give you something that you are relatable with, you will understand it better. So, and you are able to imagine it better. I think that's all, Mr. Ananta. Before I end the lesson, do you have any question?
No, miss.
No, miss.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, so for the next part, after this lesson, I hope you check the online classroom for your assignment. There will be the details there. So please check it out. Okay, Mr. Ananta, I leave it to you.
Okay, class, that's all of the topic for today. And Mrs. Santi going to conclude the material. So see you.
See you.
See you.